here is a brand new Rigs the Rods commentary event. You're probably wondering, why didn't you say freestyle? That's because this is a racing commentary, the first one I'm doing for an event series by Preston, who sent me this back in late November and wanted me to do this for a while now, but unfortunately I didn't get around to it till just now. Anyways, it's an 8-truck racing event, and it's part of a season series that he does on YouTube. So anyways, we'll get this event underway now. So here was the racing bracket, and unfortunately there was no qualifying or qualifying time, so no idea who would necessarily be the clear favorite or not, but they are seeded correctly too. So first up for round 1 would be Firestarter going up against Toro Loco, and then Heartbeat going up against Bailout. Then it'll be Deja Vu versus Retro Rocker, and then finally Intimidator versus Iron Man. So wow, of these 8 trucks, only 2 of them I'm pretty sure are real, so 6 of these trucks must be custom, and I don't think I've ever heard of most of these, so hopefully we'll get to see some awesome trucks this event. So let's get racing underway. So we get racing underway, and like we just said, Firestarter versus Toro Loco. Matter of fact, Firestarter does look familiar, so maybe I have seen someone do a commentary for it before, and it's absolutely beautiful. So Firestarter, according to the scene, was the #1 qualifier, and Toro Loco was dead last, but since we have no idea what the times were, we have no idea who's necessarily better or not, so let's get racing underway. Firestarter versus Toro Loco. And here we go, as he has a timer at the bottom, and on this 2-corner racetrack, or whatever it was called, it looks very familiar to an event I've done on before, but there's some obstacles that look dramatically different unless they change for the freestyle. Firestarter almost hit the cars right there. Toro Loco spun out a little bit, lost a lot of speed as Firestarter goes up the railroad, the containers right there. And here we go. It's kind of like a St. Louis style track that goes in different directions too. Firestarter with a huge lead right there as Toro Loco went offside a bit. That could have possibly been a 5-second penalty right there since it didn't line up for a double completely. And great turn there by Firestarter as Toro Loco hits the racing lane right there. And Firestarter will easily get the win right there as Toro Loco hits the container right there off the side and gonna go over right there, flipping in the air and finally saved it. What a finish that was. Now, before I continue, I wanted to explain something to Preston that might help him out in other events. It's not really easy at all to change the camera when you're driving stuff, especially with a straight lane like that. That could cause problems for the truck like it did Toro Loco there probably a bit. Probably went to the wall because you were changing the camera a bit, not focusing on driving and such. So there are 2 options you could do for another event if you ever do any more after this for racing, and that is to either race with the camera at an angle like I did for my Rigs the Rods event back earlier this month, where it's at like an angle so you can see the tires clearly almost when they're passed, but still kind of straight when you do racing. Or if you have multiple people around, you can do online, you and someone else races and someone else watches and films the event too, and they look straight across the finish line too, so they can see exactly who crossed first and stuff like that. So that's a suggestion. So now gets back to racing. And now at the line is Heartbeat and Bailout, which I've near seen both trucks before, and they look awesome and such. But I noticed Heartbeat's camera's taking over Bailout's screen a lot more, but thankfully when it pans out from behind the trucks, the view gets fixed. So here we go for the next race. Whoever wins will face Firestarter in the semifinals. Heartbeat versus Bailout. And here we go. Looks like Bailout had the whole shot right there as they make the jump right there as they line up for the race lane. Bailout had a little bit of a leg and a bad rebound from the shocks too, so now Heartbeat has the lead. What a good turn there by Bailout right there, maybe to get a little bit of a catch up as goes over the containers now right there. Here we go now, right for the tabletop as they got turned around it. Great turn. Oh, Bailout. Oh, Heartbeat had a little bit of trouble in the turn right there too. Heartbeat still has a little bit of a lead right here as we come down now to the final turn. Heartbeat hits the turn cards right there, went a little wide. Bailout might have a shot to come back. It's going to be close. Looks like, oh, they're almost tied right here, and it's going to be close. Oh, it's so close right there. It's a photo finish. And as you can see right here, Heartbeat edged out Bailout in the photo finish. You can see the tires just crossed Heartbeat's tires right there, as you see just right there across the finish line, as Bailout fell a little bit short right there. And of course it was kind of difficult to tell because Preston changed the camera like that, and of course with all the blur in the camera. If you're doing Vegas Pro, do desample, it'll help you a lot better. So anyways, Heartbeat will move on to the semifinals to face Firestarter. And now we get the second half of round 1 underway with 2 trucks that look very retro. Deja Vu and Retro Rocker. Looks like Retro Rocker from this side looks like a repainted Titan and such. Man, these trucks, these are the first time I think I've seen them, and they look absolutely beautiful. Especially the purple rims and the forelinks on Deja Vu. So let's get the next race underway. Retro Rocker versus Deja Vu. And here we go. As look like they're dead even right there. Got some nice air off the first jump as they take a hard hit. Looks like Deja Vu has a little bit of a lead going over the cars right here. As we go into the turn, really close right there to the cars. They near managed to hit him right there. That was great. As Deja Vu has a slight lead over there over the containers right here. As we go spin around the tabletop. Great turn by Retro Rocker. Deja Vu looked like it went a little wide right there. As now Retro Rocker has the lead right here. Here we go. The final turn. As they got close to the cars right there. Retro Rocker got a little close. Deja Vu almost hit the cars. Retro Rocker went a little wide right there. And it's going to be Deja Vu with the win right there. Man, Retro Rocker blew it right there going so wide into the turn. And now here we go for the final race of round 1 as it's Iron Man versus Intimidator. Never seen the blue version of Iron Man before, but that looks absolutely awesome with the blue beadlocks right there too. And Intimidator looks awesome with the black rims too. And it looks like one of the original like Chevy models when we started making trucks and rigs and rods. So here we go, the final race of round 1. Whoever wins will face Deja Vu in the semifinals. Iron Man versus Intimidator. And here we go, as it looked like Iron Wing might have had a whole shot right there. As they come up, got some nice air right there. And they hit the cars right there, almost even right here. Here we go, the first turn right here. They both got really close. Oh, Intimidator spun out right there. Probably blew its chances, but who knows? Iron Man might screw up and maybe give Intimidator another shot. As Iron Man has a huge lead right here. Goes around the tabletop right here. Another good turn there by Intimidator, but lost a little bit of speed right there. Iron Man went a little wide off the double right there. Might have been a 5-second penalty perhaps. As it goes around the turn cars right there. Hits the turn cars on 2 wheels right there. Intimidator's coming back, but it's going to be Iron Man getting the victory right there. Man, that was a incredible finish right there. As Intimidator took a hard hit on 2 wheels as Iron Man went to the wall. What a crazy round 1 action that was as we're getting now ready for the semifinals. Getting started off with Firestarter going up against Heartbeat and then Deja Vu versus Iron Man. However, before I begin, I noticed this in round 1, but I didn't really realize it until just now. Preston, you have the brackets incorrect. The order for an 8-truck bracket is 1 versus 8, then 4 versus 5, then 3 versus 6, and finally 2 versus 7. So it should be Firestarter versus Iron Man, and then Deja Vu versus Heartbeat. So you got that mixed up, so you gotta remember that. Remember, 1 versus 8, then 5 versus 4, 3 versus 6, and then 2 versus 7. So let's get the semifinals underway now. So as we get the semifinals underway with our first race, Firestarter going up against Heartbeat. These two had incredible runs in round 1. Let's see what they can do, as whoever wins will face Deja Vu or Iron Man in the semifinals. So here we go for our next race, Firestarter versus Heartbeat. And here we go, as they're flying out over the tabletop right there. Got some big air, both of them right there. And it looked like they're almost even right there as they hit the cars. Here we go, into the turn, around the turn cars. They both cut a little sharp right there, as Heartbeat was close to the cars right there. But Firestarter has a slight lead over the railroad cars right there. Here we go now for the tabletop. They both kind of a little wide. They both spun out a little bit right there. Went really wide right there. But Firestarter has the slight lead over the double. As here we go into the turn now. They're cutting really close. Heartbeat had the much closer turn right there, but might have lost a little bit of speed, as it's going to be Firestarter just barely getting the win right there and almost photo finish. Alright, now here we go for the final race of the semifinals, as it's Iron Man versus Deja Vu. Both had crazy finishes in their round 1 race, so let's see what happens here. Whoever wins will face Firestarter in the finals. So here we go, Deja Vu versus Iron Man. And here we go, as it looked like Deja Vu might have had a little bit of a hole shot right there because the tires were starting to spin quicker than Iron Man, as they both go for the cars right there almost at the exact same time. As here we go into the turn. Iron Man got a really nice close turn right there. Deja Vu is a little wide right there, but they both are almost even right there as they go over the containers right here. Here we go, into the turn now, around the tabletop. The Iron Man cut it really close, but spun out a little bit, almost hit the tabletop right here. Deja Vu has a huge advantage right here, as we now go into the turn, the final turn. Here we go. Deja Vu cut it a little close right here. Iron Man's starting to come back, though, and it's gonna be Deja Vu with the easy victory right there. Man, that was a close-ass race until that one moment where Iron Man screwed up. So now the finals is set. Firestarter versus Deja Vu. These two have been pretty damn good all night so far in racing, as Firestarter got here by beating El Toro Loco in round 1, and then Heartbeat in the semifinals. Meanwhile, Deja Vu got here by beating Retro Rocker in round 1, and then Iron Man in the semifinals. So here we go for the finals. Who will win racing? Firestarter versus Deja Vu. Here we go for the finals. Firestarter versus Deja Vu. As they go over the jump, they're almost even right there. As here we go for the cars, they're dead even right there too. As we get to the turn right there, Firestarter got a little close to the tabletop right there. Deja Vu had a little bit better turn right there, but it looks like Firestarter, yep, still has oh, it actually looks like Deja Vu had the slight lead over the containers right here. Here we go around the tabletop. They're almost dead even. Firestarter spun out a little bit, but looks like Deja Vu lost a little bit of speed as Firestarter has the lead. Over the double. Here we go into the final turn. They're gonna cut it really close right there. Firestarter almost hit the turn cards right there. So Deja Vu, it's close, but it's gonna be Firestarter with the win right there. What a crazy finish that was, as Firestarter won racing, as it's now celebrating. What a crazy race that was. Congratulations, Firestarter, getting that victory, as that will end the first ever racing commentary event I've done for, actually no, this is not the first time I've done a racing commentary, but the ones I did before, just single runs by Garrett done, as this was just an original event. So I hope y'all enjoyed. As here are the final standings.